Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Fort Meigs Friday. I'm Dan, Programs Manager here at Fort Meigs Historic Site. And with me today is John Colapietro. He's one of our docent volunteers. And John, thank you so much for sitting down, talking with me today.
Happy to do it.
We really appreciate it. How long have you been at Fort Meigs?
This is my second summer. So
Okay.
I started last year with the first docent class and came back, enjoyed it so much last year.
Well, we appreciate having you. What led you to join up as a volunteer here?
I was a history major in college, although my career was in the glass industry. Retired recently and was looking for an opportunity to give back a little bit to the community and fill in some time. And being a local resident in Rossford, live very close and have been in the area and played here as a child, sled in the winters and picnicked. So it was an opportunity to come back and really get to understand and know a little more about the history.
Great. What is it exactly that you do here at Fort Meigs as a docent?
Yeah, I think as a docent, our role is really to make the visitors' visit as enjoyable as possible, make them comfortable. Also, to expose them to what things would have been like in the time period, what went on here historically, why it's significant, and fill that void between people who are very knowledgeable of the War of 1812 and those that have limited knowledge, and lead them to the fort and make sure that they understand where they're going and what they're going to experience.
Yeah, what we call the orientation tours, get them oriented to the site. And yeah, you made a good point. We have visitors that are experts in the War of 1812, and people that didn't even know that the War of 1812 took place. So we kind of see all kinds here. So yeah, it's your job to kind of bridge that gap and give them the story of Fort Meigs. And I know that you do a fantastic job. I've seen it myself, and we have lots of visitor reviews that have actually mentioned you by name and how good of a job you've done. So we do appreciate you being here. What's one interesting thing that the folks watching the video should take away?
I think the most important thing is to understand that this is really truly a gem in the area, because not only is it a beautiful site, it's historically significant to the role of the War of 1812 and to the development of the region. And by experiencing both the museum and the fort, you have that opportunity to really immerse yourself into the time period. And it's such a beautiful location. The fort changes through the seasons, and that kind of gives you an opportunity. If you visit in the spring, it's different than it is in the heat of the summer and the chill of the fall. Gives you a little more idea what the soldiers might have experienced while they were here during that time period.
Well, John, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me today.
Glad to do it.
And next time on Fort Meigs Friday, we'll have another episode in about a week. But coming up, hopefully we'll have more interviews with some of the staff and volunteers here at Fort Meigs Historic Site. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.